Oh my
Well,
God.
with Jacob, that was the first scene.
Oh, the Jacob was the first scene.
Yeah.
And the first scene was the forgiveness.
Yeah.
Wow, I mean, I would love to know, like, what it was like to navigate that scene, given the circumstance, and also I wonder if it helped or was posing a challenge for the rest of the thing, where you have to be quite a bad parent. Quite
It made it easier, to be honest, because it was so charged, and it was that kind of, it's the first time they really meet too, and so that it was a beautiful, wonderful accident, or designed by the universe that way.
Oh, you mean in a way that's when they truly meet each other.
Yes, that's when they
It's
really
beautiful,
see
and
each
so-
other really for the first time. He really sees him, and so it was interesting. I spent the whole day trying to be in this. Usually I'm pretty kind of trying to stay loose, but was very in the zone, focused, didn't really talk to too many people. Listen to music, was looking at things in my personal life that felt like they resonated, that were painful. My own parents, and being by a deathbed, and these kinds of things, and we did the scene. We did it 6 or 7 takes, and at the end, everyone seemed quite moved, and like a play. Yeah, like a play. You felt great about it, and what was amazing is Guillermo was quilting the movie as we went along. So he was editing it as we were going. So the next day, you came back, you already had the scene edited with some temp music underneath it. And you're like, you want to see? And I was like, all right, let's see. And I saw it, and I was like, oh, was that the take that we wanted to use? And you're like, yeah, that's the take.
It's difficult, by the way.
Yeah, I was like, was that take 5? Like, that's take 5. I was like, I'm not sure that's take 5. And then we looked, and it wasn't take 5, but take 5 wasn't that much better. And I was like, all right. And then I remember I was sitting there, and we were just going to do the insert of a hand. And then you said, what's wrong? And I was like, I'm feeling a little insecure. And you said, well, you are an actor. And I said, no, I know. I was wondering, should I have looked up when I said sorry? Or should I have done that? Like, no, Cabrón, those are just ideas. Those are, I know in my spidey sense that we got it. You were great. These are all just ideas you're having now. You summoned all these different people that I told them about. And I was like, okay. And he's like, go. We're setting up for the little close-up, and then come back in a half hour. So I went, and I relaxed, and made a phone call, and ate some popcorn, and I came back, and the lights were set up different. I was like, what's going on? And you go, we're gonna do it again. And I was like, what? I'd already forgotten all the lines, And I was like, what do you mean? And hold on, you said, you go, look, we already have something, so if nothing happens, that's okay, and I'll just make fun of you for the rest of your life. So win-win for me.
And the take that we did then is the one that's in the movie.
Well, yeah, and so we did it again, and I didn't have time to summon anything, or to listen to sad music, or to think about my dead family members. I gotta just know my lines and just be present, and something else happened, which was actually much more sober and I guess connected in some way, and that's what's in the movie. Mm-hmm. And then you said we could have gone home at 2 a.m. and not had it, or we go home at 3 a.m. and we got something.
Yes. That's directly, I think. But it's like Richard Jenkins on Shape of Water. He said, are you going to cover it from this angle? I said, no, I'm not that type of man. And we go to lunch and come back, and I said, we're covering it. Because when an actor tells you something, it's something they're missing, you listen to that, And for example, the confessionary scene has no coverage. It's a single shot, and we were supposed to do the side of me, and I said, it's funnier if we don't see her. And then you don't doubt it. And nobody comes back and says, what if I do this? Nothing. So you just move on. You never think about it again. But if an actor says something, and you said, I think I can play like somebody else.
Suddenly my dad showed up. That time, he was the one that had to show up.
And that's what I listened to. And I said, let's do it again. Yeah.
Oh, I feel like